Think of life as a video game. You're the main character, navigating through a world filled with choices and experiences. This is consciousness, your ability to perceive, interact, and make sense of the world around you. It's what makes you, well, you. Scientists struggle with this because consciousness isn't just about brain activity. It's about personal experiences, emotions, and thoughts. Here's a simpler way to see it. Imagine you're playing a video game. You make decisions, solve problems, and experience the game's world. But it's not just the character on the screen doing all this. It's you, the player, controlling and experiencing it. That's what consciousness is in real life. It's not just about taking in information. It's about understanding and using it. But here's the tricky part. Everyone's consciousness is unique. Like players in a game, we all make different choices and have different experiences. And understanding consciousness, it's about combining science with philosophy and spirituality. Science tries to understand consciousness by looking at the brain, but it's like trying to understand a player's strategy by looking at the game code. It's not enough. We need to look at the whole picture, how we think, feel, and experience life. And here's where it gets really interesting. Some ancient teachings and modern quantum physics suggest that consciousness might be a fundamental part of the universe, like maybe the universe itself is conscious. So, what does this mean for us? It means that our reality, what we see and experience, might be shaped by our consciousness. We're not just living in the world, we're actively creating it with our thoughts and perceptions. Think about reality. We've always seen it, something solid and unchanging. But quantum mechanics throws a curveball here. It tells us that every time we look, we're not just seeing reality, we're influencing it. This idea turns everything on its head. Reality isn't just out there, it's a reflection of us. Our brains don't just process information, they create our experience of reality. Here's where it gets even wilder. Reality is fluid. It changes based on how we interact with it. This leads to a staggering conclusion. Our lives, our experiences, might be part of a larger, possibly simulated reality. In short, the universe might be like a giant video game. And our consciousness, that's the player. But let's take this a step further. If we're in a simulation, the boundaries of what we consider real are far more flexible than we've ever imagined. This perspective opens up a world of possibilities. It means that the limitations we perceive, whether they're physical, mental, or emotional, might be more malleable than we think. We're not just navigating a predetermined path. We're actively shaping it with our consciousness. It also brings a new dimension to the concept of interconnectedness. If our consciousness is part of a larger conscious universe, then everything we do, every interaction, is part of a grand interconnected web. This realization empowers us to live more consciously, to make choices that not only benefit us, but also contribute to the greater whole. In conclusion, the idea that we might be living in a simulation isn't just a sci-fi concept. It's a profound philosophical and scientific proposition. We're not just players in this cosmic game, but also the developers.